Hey Taurus, it's Marie, and welcome to Ianifa Marie Tarot. Keep in mind this is a general read and it may not resonate with all of you. Roles can be reversed, so put yourself where you see fit in your situation. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, as well as your donations. They are greatly appreciated. I am available for personals if you are interested in booking a session with me. Send an email and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. So, Taurus, the energy that surrounds you, you have dragonfly, light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. You also have the golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Karma also came out, consequences, cause and effect, debts. Clinging is also out here, holding on, obsessing, spying. Underneath the deck was love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Also broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Also, Taurus, I clarified karma, and what came out was obsession, and that's about infatuation, adoration, and addiction. So, someone's karma here is pretty much obsession over you, holding on to you, broken over you, and this is their karma. In Tarot, you have the Strength, clarified by the Hierophant, King of Wands, clarified by the Justice card, Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, clarified by the Tower, and the Four of Wands is the overall energy of this read. So this gives me the vibe of what used to be is no longer. And this is someone's karma. The fact that you guys had a strong bond, a strong soul tie, you know, this could have been a trauma bond at that. It's no longer, somebody don't have control over you. And these this is the consequences of their actions for being a narcissist, only cared for self, always one-sided, always pointing the finger, at you, but they forget they have three other fingers pointing back at them when they point at you. Some of you could have been dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Libra is out here, Pisces and Sagittarius with this Wheel of Fortune, and then the Tower, which is Aries energy. So let's clarify to see what we get for you guys. Why is the Strength card here? So you got the Eight of Wands. So this could be about messages coming in here, Taurus, or this just could simply be about you taking action um, towards change here. Making the first steps towards finding your strength. Excuse me, your power, standing in your power, being persistent. And finding the courage to keep pushing on from this narcissistic energy. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know how hard it is to go no contact. You know how hard it is to, ignore their phone calls. It's very hard, because you felt like this is your person. You felt like the mask that they put on was truly them, but it was someone who was pretending to be, of like-minded like you. So a lot of you have up these boundaries here. You don't have the energy to put into fighting any longer with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords here. You don't have the energy to put into stress, or micromanaging someone. You just don't have the strength to do it anymore. So a lot of you let this go with the Hangman energy. Whoa. So I feel like with this Hierophant energy, your spiritual team got you, you know. Um, feel like you got all the keys inside of you um, to help you, or you use the keys inside of you to help you overcome this challenge. I feel like it could have been a bit of a challenge, at one point, but I feel like you're just in this flow where, you know, you're being courageous and you're standing on faith. And I feel like faith has gotten you through tough times, when maybe you wanted to reach out and call this person, to see how they were doing, but you knew ultimately to stay away from this narcissist. So, you got the Six of Cups. I do feel like you may think about this person from time to time. You also have the Seven of Pentacles energy out here. You could you could have been thinking about how successful this connection could have been if you guys planned accordingly here. You know, or you could have been thinking about how this person was investing with you, along with third party energies here. This was somebody who was unpredictable with the Knight of Wands energy. So it's like you couldn't pinpoint where you stood in this person's life. Why is the King of Wands here? So you have the Lovers in the reverse. So this was definitely a bad choice in love, strong discord, this person brings, conflict to connections here. This could have been someone who was very detached. I kind of feel like it was something that, you may had some sort of knowledge in that this King of Wands energy could have been using you for. Here, I feel like the love was definitely limited, Taurus. I'm also picking up that this person could be telling other people that you broke up with them to go towards someone else, with the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Chariot energy showing up here in the Magician. So they could have told other people that you broke up with them to go with someone else. And I don't feel like that is true, because you have strength, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups in your energy. So that shows me that you are, you know, healing. You have strong empathy. I don't see you, being that vile to that person, this narcissist. So the Queen of Cups is someone who's very empathetic, who's very caring, and I don't feel like the Queen of Cups will, do things intentionally to hurt people here. But this is just this person's lack thereof when it comes to, you know, self-love and putting you first. This is just someone who's just 3D, it feels like, Taurus. So you have the Page of Cups clarifying the Lovers in the reverse. Like I said, I am strongly picking up that this person may have, said that you went towards someone else, you know, and this is why things, ended between the both of you. This person is receiving judgment, though. You have the Ace of Swords, Judgment, the Three of Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like their luck is about to change here, Taurus. You know, why is Justice here? You have the Three of Swords energy. Feel like this person, it's all of a sudden broken hearted, broken, shattered, I do feel like this person does want to reach out, because Page of Cups could be messages of love. You do have that out here 3 times. You have two pages of cup, and then you have love call. So it's like this person wants to reach out to you, but I feel like, they don't have access to you here, Taurus. But I feel like this person is very determined to gain access, to you. This is their justice. You cutting them off. Queen of Swords and Justice at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're being very, cold to this person here. And with this Justice card, this is their karma. Them obsessing over you, them still infatuated, addicted to you, clinging on, spying, maybe even, but this is the consequences of their actions. So you have two karmatic cards out here. You have karma and justice, and then you have justice at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this narcissist is definitely receiving major karma. And I feel like the karma is the fact that you're the one that got away. They're still, obsessing over you, Um, you could have been grade A supply. If you know anything about, narcissistic people, they have the main supply, and then they have other minions that they have on the side line just in case things go, astray between you and them, So they keep somebody around. And I do feel like this person has other options. It's just that those other options does not give off the type of supply you give off, Taurus. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? I'm gonna leave it Empress. So there's a change in your energy or a shift here. You could have been in an energy where you once used to worry about this connection, or you could have been in an energy where you were financially stressed, feeling left out. Maybe this person kicked you out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles in the Empress energy, But I feel like you leveled up. I feel like you manifested something that you've always wanted to do with this Empress energy. And that's another thing about a narcissistic connection. Narcissistic connections actually bring out the best in you because once you go through that situation with that person, you realize, your purpose, or you inadvertently end up doing something that is purposeful. After you deal with a narcissistic energy. So technically, a narcissist is there to bring your best version of yourself out. So I feel like this narcissist could have brought out your best version of yourself, especially if you went no contact and you started working on you, meaning you started loving on you more, changing old habits or changing addictions or things of such. You just wanted to, do better for yourself after dealing with that type of energy. And with the Wheel of Fortune, that lets me know that a lot of you have, you know, um, been working on elevating yourself here. Um, so if this was financial loss, you followed your heart and you manifested something. You created something here, and you birthed it into your reality, and it is showing up in the current energy that you've done so. Some of you are still dealing with this energy, and this could be your confirmation, Taurus, that it's time to walk away from a narcissist. The proof is in the pudding. This person don't love you. They make bad decisions, bad choices. It's strong discord. It's a strong trauma bond here as well. So this could be your confirmation to walk away, and heal you. You have the Ace of Cups clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like the wheel is in your favor, Taurus. Not only did you get out of a situation where, you were dealing with um, lack, worry, disappointment, all of that is shifting. You know, you've actually manifested wealth, abundance, healthy progress, and for some of you, you may have even manifested new love here, or, the Ace of Cups could be a good card for business, so some of you could have manifested a business, so Five of Cups and then the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant here. So even though, you were saddened, I feel like you rerouted your energy to focus more on your spiritual growth and your family finances. Um, and I feel like you've gained, financial security, you know, long-term success. You created some roots that's going to open up different avenues in your life, Taurus. So again, I feel like a lot of you could be, preparing for new love as well here, because some of you may have chose to stay out of Dodge when it comes to love. You wasn't ready. So now the energy is shifting. Some of you may be ready now. So I do see new love in your energy as well. Or this is messages of love from the narcissist energy here. So why is this Page of Cups here? Yeah. See, it's like this person, you know, it's like this person wants to still argue. They still want to fight. They still want to bring stress here. Um, I do feel like if this person, may want to fight for the connection, I feel like it's temporary. And what I mean when I say temporary, you're going to get the best version of this person. It's just going to be temporary. It's not long lasting here. This is someone who's very immature. Your Taurus. So you got the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords energy. So again, more communication energy. Feel like they'll be giving you very little as well. I feel like, with this Page of Pentacles, they'll be, temporarily consistent, loyal, and faithful until something else, catches their eye. Why is the Page of Cups here? Twice for Taurus. Mm-hmm. Three of Pentacles. So I do feel like this person definitely wants to reach out to work things out, but I feel like their plans would fail with the Tower energy. You know, um, Time has pretty much healed you. With the Knight of Pentacles energy. So I feel like again, you don't have the strength and energy to entertain this person's, um, self-absorbed, one-sided, love bombing energy. Like you know what it is, and you just don't want to deal with it. Yep, Nine of Swords energy. So I do feel like this person's plans would fail because I feel like you're just not going to entertain this person. And I feel like this is just, I don't know. I'm also getting this energy where I'm hearing be careful, Taurus, because some people who have a strong obsession towards you can be very dangerous. So be careful. Like if you notice this person number or if they are calling and you answer, you hear their voice, just don't give this person energy. Hang up, block them. Um, for some of you, if this person reaches out, somehow, if you got your number changed and they figure out your number, maybe it's time to get your number changed again. Take the necessary measures to protect yourself because sometimes people who are obsessed with you can definitely be dangerous. So Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it resonates. Take care.